Yeah.
Hello, how are you?
She gave him a pretty curl. Now she
Can you please not talk about when I switch up my hair?
I think it's beautiful.
I know, but like as a black person.
Alright, my opinion on this might be unpopular, but whatever. I did go through the comments, and it seemed like there was like a few people who agreed, some people who disagree with how she saw the video. Personally, I think the person who complimented her hair was acting like a normal person who cares or likes someone, and you notice that they change something and you compliment them. And the girl in the video just seemingly decided to project that it's a microaggression that she commented on her hair because it was something different and she liked it. And to take someone's compliment negatively like that, because she noted that it was a different hairstyle, which is just like common sense. Like, I think like a lot of people really just want to make things negative. So I personally would have just said thank you and kept it pushing. Like, I think at this point, I don't feel like people are commenting about the change in hair to say something negatively. They just like it. Like, and I know for a fact, like, black people comment on other black people's hair when they change it. And so I do think she was offended because it was a white person or a non-black person saying this to her, more so than because of what she said herself. Because if it was another black woman, she would have just said, oh, thank you, girl. Like, I don't know. Or maybe she just doesn't like the person, the security person in general, and that's why she had a problem with it. Because that's the only reason I can think of. Like, you just don't like this person, or are you insecure about changing your hair and projecting that on this person who's complimenting you for it? But I change my hair at work all the time. I've had blonde block braids. I wear wig, have worn like 3 different wigs. I wear my natural hair sometimes, straight, curly, natural. And I think like people who have been around black people obviously have probably observed that black women in particular like to change up our hair a lot. And I think it was a very innocent compliment this woman gave to her. And when I compliment someone's changing hair, I'm going to notate the change. So like her pointing out, oh, I like the curls, because it's that the curls is the different thing. It's no different than, you know, if someone get highlights and I'm like, oh, I love the highlights in your hair. Like, or I love that style of hair on you. But to make a very innocent compliment so negative and have that like reaction to it, and I could just tell because she literally added like, oh, it's beautiful, and then she still cut her off to be like, can you not say something about my hair every time I change it? It's like, you know, she clearly notices your hair and thinks like, oh, this is nice. I don't know. I don't see don't take things negatively, you know, when people comment on them, because I don't assume people have ill intentions. And I feel like the assumption that she complimented you, like, I feel like she's projecting insecurities, honestly, because what about her saying she liked her curls was offensive other than it came from someone who wasn't black? Or would you be this offended if another black person said it? Because I feel like if I like someone's hair, and I want to compliment on them, I like how it looks. Like, when people change their hair, it's something that most people who pay attention at least notice and are going to comment on. Even if someone changes, you know, something small. Women notice these smaller details especially. So I don't think, like, to take it negatively that way, to me, says more about the woman than the woman who complimented her. But anyways, you know, I personally have had experiences where the comments were made out of ignorance that made me uncomfortable, but personally, I don't think, like, it didn't sound like that woman meant any think negatively by it. But I also can kind of relate to the feeling, that Black women have about changing their hair in the workplace, but that's honestly your own personal insecurity that you're projecting on people. Like, if you feel uncomfortable to change your hair because you don't want to deal with the comments, you're letting your own fear of having someone's comments stop you from doing something. And I think, like, you can't control other people, so you have to either change how you view things, or you can live according to what you think people are going to think of you. But at the end of the day, it shouldn't matter. If you want to change your hair every day, you shouldn't be scared to do that. And also, someone commenting because you change your hair is going to be a common thing for anyone who pays attention to you. Like, I don't know. Being surprised that she commented on the change in hair, I feel like, to me, it just shows that she cares and notices. Because if she had said nothing to her, it's just like, I don't know. There's better things to be mad about, in my opinion, than someone complimenting you. And, like, to make it, like, racial and talk about some microaggression because she commented about how beautiful your curls were, like, girl, bye. Honestly, I feel more bad for the woman who complimented her, and I hope she never compliments that woman again. And also, I think, the way she handled it was kind of to, like, embarrass the woman. And you could tell how hurt and offended the other person was. Like, you're offended over a compliment, and now this woman's, like, second guessing her entire life. Like, oh my gosh, people think I'm being mean for giving someone a compliment. Like, I don't know. Just imagine, like, you're doing something, saying something nice and thinking, like, that's going to make someone feel good. And then they turn around and be like, why are you complimenting me? And this is what I mean. Like, people who have such negative outlooks on life, like the person who made the video, like, should not speak for all people. And so I have a problem with her saying PSA as if every Black woman agrees with how she took the compliment personally. Personally, I would have said thank you and just been grateful someone noticed my hair. Or even if, like, I don't know. Like, how do you see a compliment how do you take a compliment negatively? Especially when the woman seemed so genuine and she was like, I think it's beautiful. Like, if someone says I think it's beautiful, I don't think they're trying to be fake with you. She sounded so sweet and kind, and this person just took it to a whole nother level. Okay, I'm also annoyed that she said as a Black woman too, because, like, you do not speak for all Black women. Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself. You personally took that. Me personally, I would have been like, thank you so much, sweetie. Have a blessed day, and kept it pushing. Like, don't speak for all Black women with your calling a compliment microaggression. I personally would have said thank you so much. Have a blessed day, and moved on. Like, I feel like I'm more annoyed that she made a PSA saying as a Black woman, and don't do this to Black women because she personally doesn't like something. Like, don't speak for me. Speak for yourself. Say, I don't like getting compliments from white people, basically, is what she should have just said to start it off. Like, you're uncomfortable getting a compliment from white people is low-key kind of racist, but that's you.